JAP5, a reputable from the Hoovers, recently had this to say about jail changing his whole outlook on the lifestyle he chose to live.
Like, it changed my input on gang. And like, I'm from Hoover, I'm still from Hoover. I'm always gonna be from over there. That's why I was born at, raised at, grew up at. Like, I can't change that. But what made me look at gangbanging different, I was like, damn, how many years am I gonna be faithful to this shit and be out here doing so much shit for this gang and I ain't gonna get nothing back? Like, it's like you start thinking like, damn, I'm being used. Like, I'm out here doing all this, nigga. I'm out here doing. Like, if I would have spent all these years in school, I'd be a brain surgeon or something. Nigga spent all these years on the block. And ain't got nothing to show for it. And then what a nigga do got to show, and got on my own. So what I need you for? Now I start to look at y'all like enemies. So in our reality, like I said, we gotta humble ourselves and we gotta come together, man. We gotta love each other, because that's what it's really about.
My friend Ali, who is currently serving life in prison, he is a former member of the Bishops, a reputable himself, responded to JAP5.
Well, first and foremost, I want to send my respects out to the young man. It sounds like he matured during his time in jail. It makes me reflect on my own journey and some of the things that I was thinking about when I decided to go forward with my life. It can't always boil down to what the game or the game hasn't done for a person. That can't be the catalyst for it. It has to be something deep within oneself that really propels you forward and out of that darkness and into the light. The game wasn't designed to give you anything. And that's the first thing, the first lesson that has to be learned. It wasn't designed to give you nothing but hell. And if a person is deeply invested in that and you accept that payoff, then so be it. You're going to get what you're asking for. But I think it's a watershed moment. It's an eye-opening moment when people get to a phase or a stage in life where they realize, like, man, my life isn't what it could have been or what it should be even today because of the choices that I made in the past that I'm still paying for and can potentially end up paying for the rest of my life. So I like the fact that the young man did move forward and decide to break away from that groupthink, is what they call it, that herd mentality, and start thinking for himself and what's best for himself and what's best for his family and what's best for his community after that. I really like that. I like what he said. I don't want anybody to ever be under the auspicious that you have to go to jail to have what we call an aha moment or an epiphany, or what Jay-Z would say is a moment of clarity. Don't ever think that you got to go to jail to have that moment, to get that. Search for that outside, wherever you're at. And don't make jail the catalyst for change. We don't want another generation thinking, I got the right to.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I got the right to screw my life up, and then I'll go to jail and get right there because that's what people get right. No, it's a lot of people up in here who never get right. You got the same opportunities out there for reflection, for growth, for opportunity as you have in here. The difference is that out there, you can actually pursue that road once it opens up to you. In here, it's put on hold until you can get out. You can change in here, but you can't really live it out until you get outside these gates. So take advantage of that out there, and when that road opens up, take it.
Someone in the comments says, off the back, I'm 2 minutes in, and I love what Lil Bro is talking about. It's refreshing to hear someone not glamorize this life. It's refreshing to hear someone say, you know what? This life ain't it. Someone else in the comment section said, respect. Definitely got to give JAP5 some respect for having the balls to come out and denounce the life that led him to where he is today. Someone else in the comments says, one love. I feel all of that. Someone else says, we're our own worst enemy. Someone else says, shout out to the OGs. He's 100% on point. Let's move as one, brothers and sisters. Someone else says, the OG that's speaking sounds like an OG I know from East Coast, Crip, named Rye. I wonder if that's him. That is not him. This is my friend Ali, formerly known as Larry. I won't give you his hood name, but he is from 5 Deuce Bishops. Someone says he's on a PC yard. Who cares? Who cares? I can't stand when I hear grown men talk about what yard someone was on and how they're less credible because they were on a PC yard versus a general population. Man, knock that shit off. If you're over the age of, 25 and 30 and you still think like that, you're an idiot. Someone else says, oh, they disrespected the Hoovers with the SN in front. They put Snoov K. I would love to know how old this person is that put this. Because if you're over 20, 25 and you're still talking like that, you are an idiot. There's nothing worse than an old ass gangbanger who's still walking around with a rag or still spelling his words with 2 C's and taking out the K. Like, dog, grow the fuck up. I hate when I put out a positive video and you got idiots in the comment section talking like this, Snoova K. And I'm looking at this dude, and he lives in Alexandria, Virginia. Are there even any Hoovers in Alexandria, Virginia? Let me look it up real quick and see if there are any Hoovers in Alexandria, Virginia. And this ain't no disrespect to the Hoovers. I know they're everywhere. I'm just trying to prove a point. No Hoovers in Alexandria, Virginia, per my source here. Bro talking about Snoova K and probably has never even seen a Hoover in his life. Y'all need to knock it off in the comment section, man. You ding-dongs who are too old for this crap. But anyway, I would love to know what you guys think about JAP5 saying, man, this life ain't all it's cracked up to be. Please comment down below. Let me know what you think. And please hit that like button if you have not already. And if this is your first time joining the channel and you like what you hear, please hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, you just might appreciate this bonus clip I'm about to play for you right now. Ladies and gentlemen, on the line, I have Robert Martin. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Thank you once again for joining the program.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
Good. Now, before we get started, tell everyone how much time you've done behind bars.
I was right around 8 years and 7 months.
Okay. Before we even get to what led you to getting locked up behind bars, let's go all the way back. I'd love to get to know you. Where did you grow up?
Okay. In Cincinnati, Ohio.
What was your upbringing like? Was mom around, dad around?
Well, my mom and dad divorced when me and my twin were 2. And so my dad wasn't in the picture at all. Major alcoholic, very abusive, that kind of thing. So yeah, my mom, she couldn't deal with it anymore, and they divorced. In fact, I hadn't met him until I was maybe 14 or 15, something like that.
Maybe you can talk about some of the hardships you experienced without having a pops in the picture.
Well, I guess one of the biggest thing was I was kind of what's the word, resistant to following my mom's rules and whatnot, and I did get into a lot of trouble
doing things that I knew I shouldn't be doing, but it was like I didn't have a father figure, so I felt like, I'm doing this all on my own. I'm learning on my own, and so yeah, but it did get me into a bit of trouble. I did a lot of time in like the juvenile court system, like from the age of 15 or something like that, and yeah, so I was smoking weed, I was drinking, and I knew I wasn't supposed to, but like I said, I didn't have a father figure, and she was for a while, she would just kind of let me do my own thing until I ended up going to as they call it, juvie, for selling weed to an undercover cop, and so that didn't go well. I went up to Sears one year, and some friends of mine gave me some money to go get some stuff so that we can go camping. And I was drunk that morning. I went up to the mall. The store wasn't open, but I was drunk. I didn't even realize it. So I was just like checking out all of the doors, and I finally found the door that was open. I go into the mall there, into Sears, and I'm, getting this stuff, but I wasn't even realizing the fact that most of the lights were out. There were some lights on. So I ended up getting everything that I needed to get, and there was nobody around. I'm like, you know what? I don't have anybody to pay this money to, so I'll just take the stuff. And I remember coming out of the mall. I was walking through the empty parking lot, and then all of a sudden, all these cops were pulling up on me from all different directions, and and so I ended up going back to juvenile prison, if you want to call it that. And things from there just kind of took a downward spiral.